Hey everybody, welcome back to the screencast. It's Mr. S here. Mass you should know. I'd like to say this is brought to you by Google, but it's not. It's just the screen there. Sorry, people at Google. What we're talking about today in Mass you should know is more geometry. We're talking about volume of a rectangular prism. And anytime we talk about volume, we talked about this in class today, we're talking about how much of whatever we're filling a container with fits in there. So if I'm filling a container like the one that's on the screen here, this model, with water, maybe it's an aquarium, how much water fits in? Or the way I like to think of it, because we'll be writing in cubes, how many little cubes or dice can we fit in there of a particular size? And that's important to know if you're designing something to hold something in particular. Our formula that we're going to use, not necessarily have to memorize, but it should come to us pretty naturally, is volume equals length times width times height, or volume times the base times the height. Today I'd like to concentrate mostly on length times width times height, and you'll see why in a second. Here we have a container, and it's 12 centimeters by 10 centimeters, and it's 6 centimeters high. Here are the numbers that I'm talking about. Now, all I need to do to figure out the volume of this container is do some quick multiplication. So let's get our calculator up and running. Okay, there it is. So we have 10 times 6, and that equals 60. And we're going to multiply that times 12. It comes up to 720. Ladies and gentlemen, this container holds 720 centimeters. Now, in our last unit, we did an exceptionally great job of putting labels on all of our answers. And in this case, our label is going to be cubed because there are 720 centimeter, little cubic centimeters that fit inside this container. Let's slip to a real life situation. Here we go. We got a cereal box. And how much cereal could this hold? The volume we would find by multiplying 8 times, it says 12 and a half. What if I went 12.5 times 3? I'm going to change that to 3.25. How did I get that? 1 divided by 4 is 25 hundredths. Okay. Let's multiply all that together. See what the volume of the shape is. Can I move this? Oh, can't move it. Clear. 8 times 12.5, and that equals 100. And then we're going to multiply that by 3.25, and that equals 325. 325 cubic inches, or inches cubed. So the way I would like to think of that is if I had 325 little cubes that are inch by inch by inch, they would fit inside that box. One more possibility when we're working on our work for home tonight would be, what if I'm missing one of the pieces? Let's just work backwards on this one. Okay. Let's say, let's go to the other one. Let's say I know this is 325 inches cubed, but I don't know this right here. How would I do it? I don't understand this. Okay, cool. Maybe we should erase and start from scratch. Know that this is going to equal 325. Cool. People love when I write with my eraser. There we go. And let's just say we don't know what that is. Pretend we don't know. Okay. We know that there's going to be an 8 over here times 12.5 times, well, whatever our length is. We don't know what that is. I think step 1 would be, let's multiply 8 times 12.5. 8 times 12.5. That equals 100. Cool. So now I have 325 is equal to 100 times L. Now, if I divide both sides by 100, on this side, I will get rid of the 100 to isolate the L. And on this side, if I divide by 100, let's see what happens. Let's just make sure it worked. 325 divided by 100. I have a feeling I know exactly what's going to happen. It did. It worked out. 3.25 is the missing piece. And if you recall, that is absolutely correct. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you work with volume with rectangular prisms. That's how you find the missing piece of a rectangular prism. And that, my friend, is the maths you should know. Feel free to please email me questions about what's going on here. Please email us and let us know how we're doing, especially some kind words would be nice. Also, hey, like it, subscribe it. Take care.